Hello and welcome to this review for Transformers Age of the Prime's Voyager class Sky-Byte. Now this is representing the character in the Robots in Skies 2001 TV show, and that original character design was based on the toy what was a redeco of the toy for Transmetal 2 Cybershark, which we never had an appearance on the show. Now with this particular release, Hasbro's trying something new. So in terms of like cost cutting, they decide, instead of it being like deco or engineering stuff like that, they decide to do the cost cutting in terms of assembly, because the most expensive part of a process, and we're learning that with the whole tariffs discussion, is actually when it comes to the labor force. And of course, Hasbro since the beginning relied on foreign labor force. In this case, they're relying on your or my labor force, your labor force, because there's actually quite a bit of assembly needed. So for example, these bits here come disassembled and you have to assemble them. So just like so. What that does though is that it makes for quite a frustrating transformation process, because while the friction's fine, there's nothing really like stopping it, right? You're not putting a pin through it or anything like that. So yes, this can come off. And not just that, but look, this one, like, I was flabbergasted. We actually have like the sprue that they would use. Like this would, if it's like you become the factory worker doing the thing. So hey, when they say that you can't build these toys in America, sure you can. You just give it to the consumer in America and he'll build it. Sorry for all this nonsense. All right, so these fins, they do go here in the back. Like so. You know what? I'm hoping that's the right direction. We'll see when we turn it into alt mode. So yeah. Now the best way to describe this toy is compare them to the most previous release, which came out during the Generations line. I have because I'm a fancy pants guy, I've got the Takara version. No, but the reason why I got the Takara version was actually because, and this is the biggest difference between that and all other versions of the of Sky-Byte, it's that in the original version, just like in this one, the chest, even though it does have teeth marks and the eyes of the shark, is like a fake piece. He has its own chest and he has the head of the shark elsewhere on the toy. For the Generations release, the shark head is actually the chest, and I thought that was brilliant and really, really well done, well executed. And as a Transformer, just converting it back and forth, I think this is the better toy, and I love it. However, in terms of an actual toy, like the finished product, especially robot mode, that one takes the cake easily. This one has just too many problems. Like you could see it right there. Like for those that don't know, the arm of this guy was just like flaps that he made together, and they didn't even collapse together properly. And also he's got the gorilla arms syndrome, where you actually can't, like, there's no elbow that works this way. You have to turn the hand and do it like this, but because there's no wrist swivel, it doesn't work. So he can only move like this, like a gorilla. Oh, sorry, I just realized it's out of focus. Like a gorilla. That's because my arm. Hence the gorilla arm syndrome note. So it was very, very awkward. The legs in the back were also very spindly. So that's all we got. And yeah, he fell. All right. One thing that this toy, and by comparison, this one doesn't. This one has like proper elbows, has a proper wrist. So it's very, very good stuff. Something you'd expect from a Voyager, but like even they didn't have that then. And if you're curious, even a T-30 Roadbuster doesn't have proper wrists as for a Voyager. So when we say that we're getting like less now, honestly, not necessarily. Obviously, we're paying more. There's inflation, all that. But I feel you're getting more, aside from the fact that you have to assemble the toy yourself in some ways. But yes, like this is better. And just to show you and also preserve the height. So you can see the height is the same. So when we say that toys are smaller now than they were then, no. I mean, in some cases, yes. But in this case, no. So it's not like a outright rule. And yeah, what's cool is that, like I said, while this doesn't use the head of the shark, we do have the jaw of the shark used for the feet, and I thought that was brilliant. So you do have some alt mode incorporation within the robot mode, even though the whole point of that initial robot was that there was very little of the alt mode in there, except for, of course, the tail, which is used here. I'm showing it because that's another highlight of that toy, which is that this one actually had a mechanism. So part of the budget did go towards, you know, the spring-loaded mechanism, and it also had a missile, which I didn't bring out. But so that's the comparison toy. It's a very awkward robot mode, very, very awkward. But it still has a special place in my heart for how interesting the transformation aspect and engineering is. I will bring it off to the side, and we're not gonna really look at it anymore. We're gonna look at this toy here. I'm not gonna go through all the articulation because it is a very, very standard. I went through the elbows, like I said. And yeah, the rest is just standard stuff. The one thing I will point out though is that there is no, wait, what am I? I'm totally wrong about that. There is ankle pivot. So it's got all the articulation you would ask for from a Transformer toy. I'm gonna check, yeah, and even a waist swivel. So you got it all. You have it all. Good. Now we're gonna get to the transformation, which is my favorite part always of these things. All right, so this you gotta clear it out of the way, and we'll see if they detach while I transform it. Let's see if I can bring this out most possible. All right, good stuff here. So we start by going in the back, and we detach the back, like so. And yes, there are pegs that go inside holes. All right, now you can take the entire, I'm realizing it's losing focus when I'm bringing my hairy arms up. You have to tilt the head back and bring it down, and this whole assembly will come down. Like so. All right. And now, yeah, it's a game of, as you're doing it, to just get these out of the way. You're gonna bring these arms up. Oh, before that, I just realized you collapse this part here, which the previous version did not really do. Anyways, you bring this up, and what's fun is that you can see here, the idea is to align them so that this one is on higher ground while this one is lower, and you do that with this kind of lever here. Now here what you're going to do is you're going to tilt this upwards, and you're going to bring the fist up like so. And what that's going to do is it's going to fit. Oh, we see where this is going. The fist is going to fit inside the hole here. You just have to, there you go. Angle it so. And then just put the peg in the hole. And there you go, tail is done. I'm going to, bring that, like that's better. Bring that there. Now you'll notice that the head does become the fin in the shark mode, and it's already properly positioned. So your next step is just to collapse the two halves here. We'll see if they give us trouble as we do so. So we turn them like so, and we collapse them. Now there's two areas where it's gonna secure and fasten. There's a hole here, there's a peg there, so that's one. At the same time, also on top, you'll see that there is a hole there, and there is a peg here. And that's the idea of collapsing them together. We'll see if I do it. If not, there's like some, obviously there's like some little panel massaging involved if that's the case. Okay, I got that one done. Nope, came off. And yes, this can be extremely annoying. All right. And there you go. It's securely fastened. See, the tail wiggles. Very fun. All right, now we've done the arms. Now we do the legs. The legs here, and you can see where it's going. First, it's going to collapse. This is going to be together. We're not going to do that yet. We're first going to bring the feet down. We are going to detach the kneecap, and we're gonna do like accordion style, like so. Same on the other side. Now, these feet can be put together. And yes, they snap very well. You'll notice that here, let's line it properly, there are these pegs. Yeah, you can see that there. These pegs here are gonna go in the holes that are behind the kneecaps. So that's the idea now. There you go, that pegged in, at least I hope. Now we've got the shark head, which is not properly aligned yet. What I'm gonna do, we'll see if it works out. I'm gonna bring this part down. Same for the other side, the one with the front, with the paddle. Yes, I think that should work. Now the bottom jaw has to be inside. There you go. And you see that aligned the head. Now he's got some kind of situation with the bottom here. Well, it's gonna work out, it's gonna work out. Now what we do, we just collapse these two side pieces. There you go. No, it is fin. I was thinking paddle. No, it's fin. It's a fin as well. Yeah. If you're wondering how to get it down, what's fun is that there's a really cool mechanism here where the head does tilt down. And by doing so, there you go, you're back in that position. And you got a bunch of great options here. So yeah, the head the jaw opens wide like so. Then you can have it like this. You can make him look down in a very curious fashion. And you can even bring the jaw down more. So it's good stuff all around. Lots of room here. Of course, the fins move. And like I said, the back, the tail moves as well. That's why you got your articulation. There is one more function I'd like to show you, and it's that there is he comes with kind of a gun. There's two torpedoes, and these can connect inside, like so. Okay. So yeah, it's, as you saw, I'm glad. The pieces did not come off. I mean, it is odd that you have to assemble it and not just assemble, but also like remove from sprues. So it's a new era of Hasbro. However, I will say though that the plastic is a very nice quality. The deco is great. I really love how the gunmetal gray has a gradient with the navy blue. I love all the details of like those Transmetal 2 details of the robot coming out. It's really cool. So all in all, like I said, like we could see where the cost cutting is, but it ends up being in terms of the production process and not necessarily the materials used, nor the engineering, which I think is also very good. Not as original as the other one we saw, but I mean, as you saw with the robot mode, this one is far superior. So there you go. That's the review. And I wish you all a wonderful day, guys. Okay? Bye.